afternoon, gamers. It is me. Let me just double check and make sure everything is fine. Oh. Greetings. Okay, yeah, I think everything is good. I had to press like a button to swap my audio input. Whew. So, working on Mystic again today. I'm not sure specifically where we're going to go. We've got like a lot of stuff we can be doing, a lot of different things that, you know, like a lot of different optional things that we can do, but don't necessarily need to do. Oh. Oh, wait, no, it's fine, it's fine. So one thing to think about are dead levels for the class. And I'm not entirely certain what those are, because generally speaking, most of the classes in the game have levels where they don't get much of anything, besides like slight improvements. I think the class that gets the fewest dead levels is definitely Monk, because Monk just gets a lot of crap. The class that gets the most is almost certainly Wizard, I should think. Artificer gets 2. Barbarian doesn't have any. Bard has 2. Actually, no, Bard has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bard has 6. You know, dead levels aren't necessarily levels where you get nothing, but it's levels where you get no new features. Any abilities you get are like, this ability you already have gets better in like a, you know, a fairly simple fashion. Like they can be notable, like your Bardic Inspiration going from a D10 to a D12 at level 15. That is pretty much the only thing you get at that level. You also get wait, no, actually, ignore me, because that's a new spell level for Bard. Actually, yeah, no. Bard doesn't really get any. Does Monk have any? No. So yeah, and I suppose in that respect, there aren't. The class probably shouldn't have any either. Well, because basically, I would consider a dead level a level where you get nothing in here, right? You know, level 1 to 5, you know, you should be getting something every level 1 to 5. The only class that doesn't really do that is Wizard, because you just have so many spells that they don't give you anything at 3rd. Because you just get access to 2nd level spells, and that opens a lot of doors for you. Whereas here, you start with 2 powers, and your Psychic Blast is just like your bread and butter, like, damage ability. At level 2, you get another point, and you get your Psi Crystal. And at level 3, you can become an Adept in a power that you have already, which is quite good. Obviously at 4, you get a power and you get an ASI, which is big. At 5, you get Focus Released and another power, which is, again, like pretty substantial. At 6th, you... I suppose one thing to think about, actually, is during this sort of level spread here, you're getting like a lot of power points, and you can only put 2 in every level, so you're up to 8. You've already got like 4. Actually, no. That's 4 powers. Yeah, that's super clean, actually. Obviously, you can... So if you're sort of spreading yourself out, you've got 4 powers at Adept and 1 at Novice by the time you're at level 8. And then at level 9, you can bump one of them to Expert, or just learn a new power if you want. So yeah, I think, yeah, that's cool. I think that kind of works. I'm on board. So, on top of that, we've also been looking into... oh, it's a bit loud. this specific album from this playlist is way louder than all the others. It really bothers me. Another thing we've been working on a lot is all of the powers. So we have a whole bunch of different powers. We've developed to completion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them, which is just under half of the total number that I want to have by the time this is over. I have plenty of ideas for other powers, just kind of dotted about. At the end here, I have a strength enhancement power idea. I have mental grip, which is something I want to toy around with psychokinesis. I got a bunch of pathoturgy things that I haven't touched yet. That could be something to work on today. I have metacreativity is the most sort of developed of all of them, because I've got 3 finished powers and then a 4th one which is in sort of this sort of infancy of conceptual infancy, but it's still fairly concrete in what it's going to be. Which is, Wildfire Druid, you get a friend, and it's capable of doing this list of things. And then Clairsentience, I've got, ideas for all of the other powers, I think. Yeah. Precognition, psychometry, and mental projection. But yeah, I'm not sure where to start today, because we've got a number of places we can go. I want to expand on the Psi Crystal, because at the moment the Psi Crystal is just kind of it's a familiar, and it's just a very good familiar, and that's totally fine. Getting a better than average familiar at level 1 is really good. Or at level 2, sorry. That's a strong ability. It's just not, it's not anything special, right? It's not anything particularly crazy. Oh, this actually needs to change a little bit. Psi Crystal can deactivate or reactivate the light, or alter its radius as a bonus action. Yeah, okay. So, I'm thinking we start with a power and then move on to something else. It's just a case of which power we want to go with. And I kind of want to try and develop astral construction. Just because I feel like it could be really interesting. My initial thought would be being able to turn your Psi Crystal into your servant. Problem is, you don't get your Psi Crystal until level 2, and theoretically you can pick this power at level 1. So you don't want a power that you just straight up can't take right away, or a power that if you do take it, it just doesn't do anything because you don't have your fucking Psi Crystal yet. And I also don't want to move Psi Crystal to level 1, because then level 1 just becomes super cluttered full of crap. You get 2 really long, extensive abilities, and then 1 more, damage ability. That's too much to just kind of throw at somebody. Actually, no, because they already get 4 things, because they have 2 powers, the list of how the psionic powers work, and also the blast. So adding the psi crystal, that's like critical mass of stuff. It's way too much. But I do want to develop this. I definitely want to develop this. And I'm thinking of like different ways I can go about it. My initial thoughts would be to have the stat block have all of the different mastery levels baked in. Like if it has the ability to hit stuff, its damage scales with your mastery of the power. And I want that to kind of be baked into the stat block in a way, but I'm not 100% sure if that's like appropriate. As opposed to, it would be kind of a break in formatting, but it would be a very suitable, it would be a sensible break in formatting. I'm going to experiment with it, I think. Where's the psi crystal stat block? There. No, I think sticking with the standard is probably a better way to go about it. Now, with Astral Construct, you don't actually get any different abilities. You get one ability. It's not like, energy projection, where, your psychic... Well, actually, that's a bad example, because you do literally only get one thing. Like meta protection, for instance. You get unarmored defense, and you get meta barrier. But that shouldn't... Yeah, that's not the case here. You're a novice... What is the phrasing for concentration on non-spells? Let's go check that. I'm trying to think of a class feature that requires concentration. Nothing comes to mind. Monk probably has something, right? Maybe? Nope. Check all of the subclasses. Let me go read. Let me go nab some Wildfire Druid text, because that's like the best way to go about this. You determine the construct. Appearance. Like geometric. So I'm thinking like very Quandrix for anyone who played like Strixhaven, for instance. That's sort of like my idea anyway. Is it's kind of your buddy. Let me just like grab the word spirit and replace it with construct. Oh, not contract, construct. No, I got all of them, huh? Be a medium construct. It'll be unaligned, this thing. It's like not sapient at all. This thing is like intelligence of 1. It's immune to poison. It's made of psychic energy, so it's immune to psychic. Can't be charmed, paralyzed, poisoned. I can be prone. It is like a shape. It's not just like, you know, a little orb like your Psy Crystal. You know, it's like your Psy Crystal, like a destiny ghost or a little, you know, like a little guilty spark or something. What does the wildfire stat block have to it? Can be charmed or frightened. Oh yeah, this thing can't be frightened either. See, like the Psy Crystal is like an extension of your mind, and thereby it kind of has a will of its own. Like it's not very smart, but it is intelligent. You know, it has a charisma of 7, which means it's not that smart, but it does, you know what's going on. You know, it's sapient. You know, it's just not It's just not that smart. It's kind of stupid. Whereas this thing is distinctly just not. It just isn't. I'm gonna give it 16 Constitution, probably like 13 Dexterity, and like 14 Strength. Seems fairly sensible. I don't think it really needs damage resistances, or should necessarily have them. Yeah, it has the same amount of hit points as your Psi Crystal, and it has probably just like a 30-foot like walk speed, which is, you know, cool. I'm a fan. Medium construct, unaligned. I mean, understands the languages you speak is fine. I feel like your Psi Crystal should also have Dark Vision, you know? Does it need any features? That's the question. Because I don't know if it does. I legitimately do not think it needs them. This is the wrong... Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Ah, shit. Oh, oh, the stream froze on my viewer for a second. I was like, oh shit, but nah, it's fine. So, I've had a... Well, I'm very tired. How do you put those in again? These fucking lines, how do they go in? What are they? No, it's in now. Oh, nah, now it's gone. Oh, now it's back. Okay. So, actions... It just needs a slam attack, I think. I already have a ranged option as well, that makes sense. Is it a colon or is it a full stop there? It is a colon, not a full stop. Ugh. Tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll make this thing have magical weapons. Actually, no, that should be a higher level improvement. Plus 2 psychic damage. do force damage. There we go. Oh, that feels much better. I'm fucking starving, by the way. I'm probably gonna take a break to like get food soon because I am very hungry. I haven't. See, I feel like I haven't eaten a lot today, but I'm pretty sure I've eaten exactly the normal amount of food I would eat on a any day. Oh, nice. I say, yeah. I saw you were posting stuff in the creative lounge and the sort. So yeah, that's good to see. What sort of changes you made? Yeah, honestly, I think that's kind of all it really needs for its, like, level 1 stats. You get a guy who, you know, you use your bonus action to command him, you summon him as your action, and then you command him as a bonus action. And he does his thing. He goes out and he does his thing. Yeah, I'd say this works kind of well. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's... Oh, wrong one. Oh, why is that in blue suddenly? What the fuck? There we go. Psychic. We'll call it Astral Slam. Hello, welcome in. This is my redesign of the Mystic, which I've been working on for the past while. And I am currently working on one of the powers in which you make a psychic friend, more or less. Not even more or less, it just is what it is. Slam, Astral Lance. Yeah, it's probably fine. You know what, actually? Why the fuck is it doing that? The damage dealt by your Astral Servant's Astral Slam attack is instead equal to plus your proficiency bonus. Yeah, that works. Or ranged weapon attack with reach 5 foot. I don't think we need to be giving out a flying speed right now. Right, what are we giving it? What other abilities can it have? It manifests with temporary hit points equal to twice your mystic level. So temporary hit points equal to your mystic level is... I mean, basically this turns it into a big tank, right? That's kind of like the, I suppose the main thing to think about is how many temporary hit points does this give you. So let's break out our good friend Excel spreadsheets. And just close like my personal schedule and shift to screen capture whilst we look at our wonderful friend Excel here. Let me just zoom in a bit so it's a bit easier, it's a bit more legible for viewers and the sort. So level. Oh, it's a bit of a bastard to see. Yeah, now let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that works too. That's I zoomed in like a little more than I needed to. Proficiency bonus, int mod. So let me just put in like a second level column here just for like graphing purposes. Oh wow, thank you very much, Excel, for doing that. Good timing. So in mod at level 1 is probably going to be like that. Like, that's a pretty conservative thing. That's assuming they haven't like hyper-focused the stat or anything like that, but it's not unreasonable for somebody to have oh, fuck off. Fuck off notifications. So your AC, so its standard AC is equal to, and let's put that in. So construct AC, and the construct's AC is equal to your psionic save DC, which is calculated as 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your intelligence modifier, which means that its AC will eventually ramp up to 19. I'll just put plus here, I guess, because why not? So it's equal to 8 plus this plus this plus this. So it's just adding double to it. And its AC gets a little too high. Like, basically, everywhere here is completely fine, right? Everything here is totally okay, but the second you get into, like, above 20 on a non-PC, or even on a PC, especially up to something like 25, that's kind of nuts. So maybe, so that brings us up to? That brings it up to 22. That's very respectable, I would say. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That looks nice. Let's go back to Word docs. Equal to half, which is a bonus. So it appears with extra temp. I'll do twice, just so it is like a pretty significant amount of extra hit points. This thing needs to be hard to kill, is kind of my argument. This feature also needs uses. That's something I'm kind of neglecting. Hey, I need to go read another ability to go. Okay, right. Oh, there needs to be a comma in there. Call it Astral Strike. Astral Defense, Astral Lance, and Astral Agility. I think that's cool. You get like 3 different flavors. You get like a ranged attacker, which is honestly probably the best one. You get one that legitimately becomes a tank, or you get one that's good at getting in and out, which can also is somewhat defensive. I think they're all situationally good. The Astral Agility one is legitimately very, very good. Defense is like kind of niche, and it's generally speaking, you're always going to pick Astral Lance, right? Because it's just like generically the best one, because it just turns your melee guy into a ranged guy. But agility is great when there's a whole bunch of dudes, or more specifically when there's one dude and you want to who's like quite at a distance or something. And defense is good when you just want like a big meat shield to stand in front of you and take the hits for you. I think this is not really this is psychic enhancement, or maybe just even construct enhancement. Yeah. So let's go next to expert level, and I think I'm gonna like brainstorm a couple ideas quickly, and I'm probably gonna go take a break because I'm fucking starving. Like, I'm so hungry. And I'm gonna like go grab some food. I won't be too long. I'll probably be like 15 minutes tops. It's a bit of I generally take my breaks a lot earlier as well, so I kind of want to like or a lot later than this as well, so I want to try and be extra fast so I don't not end up with much time in sort of the latter portion of the stream, because that always fucking happens. So my primary thought for maybe expert is the ability to kind of push your psychic blast through them. So why is it doing what? Why is it blue inexplicably? Stop being blue. Your psychic blast heals your construct. Or maybe just blast your construct. That's basically the idea. And I'm thinking you can pick one of these things, that when you use your psychic blast on your construct, because that's one of the best things, right? Is there are a lot of different like offensive options. A lot of them are meta creativity as well, namely astral construction, energy projection, and weapon meta creation are like the 3 flavors of combat, like combat mystic. And you're going to want to spec into at least one of them. And if you want to do energy projection and astral construction, and even if you don't take energy projection, one of the best things you can do is on your first turn, at the start of combat, you summon your construct, and then you command them. And on your next turn, you fire off a psychic blast and then command your construct again, or the other way around. And you can just do that, and that's like your bread and butter for turn after turn after turn, and occasionally you can weave in other powers and do various bits and pieces. That's kind of like my vision for Astral Construct being kind of a support helper, and being something that you can kind of weave into all your other powers, same way you do your Psychic Blast. I also want to look at Wildfire Druid as well. I'll probably do that over my break and like read Wildfire Druid just for like good inspiration. But either way, I'm going to take my break there because I want to go grab food. I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes or so, depending on like, yeah, I'm literally just like chucking something in and I'm going to eat it. It won't take long at all. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to read Wildfire Druid, kind of brainstorm ideas on here and stuff, and I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes. If you're going anywhere, that's fine, you know, you got shit to do. And if you're not, I'll see you when I get back. See you in a minute. It is I return. Hello. Turn the music back on. Oh. It is me. Ah, yes. Power. Strength. So I'm going to carry on from where I left off. I definitely want to finish this power today. I knew this was going to be one of the bigger powers. I knew that whatever stream I did it on, it would dominate the majority of that stream. Which is 100% the case here. Yeah, sure. I'll take a quick gander at it in a second. What was the ability called again? I haven't found a place for it yet. I'm not like if it's gonna go anywhere, it's gonna go in Pathoturgy, and I think it could potentially go into like soul shaping or mind shaping or whatever. But I'm not 100% sure where it's gonna go yet. It's an interesting idea, but I'm not gonna specifically make space for it. Is my thought. I want to start this whole thing and it be super symmetrical. Where all of the different disciplines have 4 powers, for now at least. Obviously, I may make more later on, but if I don't want to be forced to make space for it, but if it fits, it'll definitely go in. Where was I? Astral Construct. Yeah, it's cool. I'll say. If I can find like a cool design space for it and it fits in somewhere, it'll definitely go in. But yeah, so that's what was the so blast shaping. In your Psychic Blast feature, oh, I left my fan on. I need to turn that off. It's going to be very loud. Let me go read like the Flesh Golem's lightning absorption. Second Psychic Blast. Oh, hang on, it needs to go like this. No, like this. Do I need to clear my throat, God? Ugh. Psionic save DC. I'll take a look at that thing once I'm done with this ability here. It takes half that much damage. Where is energy projection? Don't release cascades. Facing away from you. Each creature caught in the area is making intelligence saving throw, which is psionic spells. Save DC. Roll the damage of psionic blast. On a failure, it takes half that much damage. Yeah, realistically, it's going to be unlikely. Like, this is hard to set up, right? This is actively quite difficult to set up. It's going to be rare that you're in a position where you're going to hit more than 2 people per fight with that ability. So I think hitting like multiple people with it is by no means a bad thing, or like a bad idea or anything. You're either going to be killing like a bunch of grouped together little scrub minions or whatever, or you're going to have that one lucky shot, like somewhere midway through the fight. And every other instance, you're going to be blasting your construct. You know what, I might move this up to Master. Also do, let me just check something real quick. And has no uses and can instead be used at will. And has no uses and can instead be used at will. Yeah, this is honestly, this is more than enough right here. Alright. So I may as well have a gander at Phalia's thing when they get back, because that makes more sense than doing it whilst they aren't here. Yeah, honestly, like your construct is very simple in its ability to do things. You know what? I might also. I'm going to cut that. Being able to do it twice per short rest is fine. I'll do construct enhancement. What the fuck are they called? Astrology, Astral Defense, and Astral Lance. Sorry, somebody messaged me about a project. I just need to quickly respond with a... So it becomes a real tank at that point, right? It's like actually hard to kill. You know what, actually? Hang on. Because I feel like Astral Defense is like super niche. And it gains a bonus to its equal to half your proficiency bonus. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair, giving it resistance to like acid, cold, fire, lightning, you know, like poison, whatever is really immune to poison, but like radiant and necrotic and stuff. And Astral Lance, additionally, the big things for me is that its ability to do damage never really improves, like, at all. That's like one of the bigger things for me. Well, this is straight up all you get at expert level as well, huh? Oh, I'm gonna clear my throat. Oh. See, blast shaping I think is really cool, but at the same time, I feel like that should be a core class feature or a part of energy projection. Yeah. So yeah, expert is just like kind of like a generic enhancement to all of its abilities. And I feel like blast shaping 100% is a is like a 10th level feature or something that works with your Psy Crystal. I don't know the name of this ability. I'll just go with Focused Blast. What? Not even Focused doesn't really work. I think it's Quickened Blast. And then we can call this one Focused Blast. Just coming up with a precursor. Starting at 10th level. Let me just crystalline focus. You have the astral construction power. You should also be psionic powers. This. Hang on, the benefits granted by this feature. Hell yeah. Yeah, that just fucking works. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So I think this is probably better. I mean, let me go read like Swords Bard or something. So I'm thinking doing like that. let me check. Okay, yeah. Crystalline focus, that also fills up like another level worth of feature as well, which is cool. I'm super happy with how Astral Construction has come out. I think it's pretty clean. It's not as interesting as I would necessarily like it to be, but I don't think it's uninteresting either. Well, something I might do, actually. Might do this. Yeah, I think that actually just improves like the uniqueness of this thing massively. Like if you suddenly need your construct to be really fast, you can just make it really fast. There's a bug. I'm trying to slap it. I tried to like Mr. Miyagi it, but I said no. Does Mr. Miyagi do that? I don't know. Does it originate from that movie? I don't know, whatever. I'm quite liking that. That's cool. Now, I don't know if Phalar is here, but I have sort of about 10 minutes left to go. And I'm curious to see what this... I just opened it and it looks pretty interesting, so... Let's go to screen capture. Take a look. Take a gander. So, spells and slums. Most settings in similar systems use a typical medieval fantasy setting, something you add a little spice to the mix. Story of corruption and liberation, just what you want to your players blast hands and fireball. This kind of mentality is what we're going to supplement. So Aetherpunk is a subgenre of punk aesthetic based around magic, and Aetherpunk setting is a media based around. Includes Eberron and Shadowrun. They seem very different. Eberron is like noir fantasy, and Shadowrun is cyberpunk but with magic. Like Shadowrun is like cyberpunk fantasy, or fantasy cyberpunk. I think yeah, I don't think Aetherpunk is the right word to describe, or either Aetherpunk is very much the wrong word, or because Aetherpunk is steampunk with magic, specifically, and Eberron kind of is that, and also very much isn't, and Shadowrun is aggressively not Aetherpunk at all. Aetherpunk is cyberpunk. Or Shadowrun is cyberpunk. Except you can be an orc and cast fireball. Like, aesthetically speaking, it is indistinguishable from cyberpunk in almost every respect. So the rule of 3 M's. Magic should be very prominent in your world building. Your players should either be using magic to fight back or should be fighting back against magic. So you're sending his role by upper class or tyrannical magical leech. Players want to combat the magical force and liberate those under the arcane fist, or has magic is completely illegal. Any punk setting, not just say the punk, there should be some malicious force the players see deriving. Okay, yeah. Mature themes to some degree. Okay. Creating a high magic world, it's important to describe how magic works in your world. Magic can be newly invented, discovered, found out only recently, and outlawed due to nature. It could be potentially incredibly powerful. So atomic aetherpunk portrays magic as something akin to volatile radioactive energy, something that causes mass destruction not used correctly. Usually settings that are deal with topics similar to stories that tackle nuclear war. And to fight against someone, so to fight for. When using magic as radiation, think about how it corrupts and mutates those who use it. Interesting. Magic versus technology. This take on magic makes magic technology diametric opposed rather than potentially harmonious. Examples of settings: Arcanum, of Hayao Miyazaki's works. Make something that pins magic against technology. So mana punk. Ravnica is an okay example for mana punk. I think the Wildmount is definitely a bad example in that respect, and also the setting isn't called Wildmount either. That's like a big thing. Weave punk. Yeah, I feel like these are much better than these, which are largely, like, made-up words, which don't actually really mean anything. So Magitech, name implies magical technology. Modern Magitech. Yeah, I think the main problem is that a lot of the things that you would actually want to talk about here as examples, you wouldn't actually be able to publish using those names, I don't think. Because Final Fantasy is a great example of modern Magitech. So is like Shadowrun, kinda. Again, Shadowrun is a bit of a stretch, I would argue, but it works better here than describing Shadowrun as aetherpunk, which I would still strongly argue it very much is not. I think a primary thing to mention here is Kaladesh. Kaladesh is like from my perspective as a D&D player and as a Magic player, Kaladesh is the only like Kaladesh and Final Fantasy are like the Magitech, like magic punk settings. You know, specifically like Final Fantasy 7 and 8 to a lesser extent. Mostly 7 and 6. No, 6 is steampunk. No, just 7. Primitive magic. So yeah, so this is sort of conceptually very interesting. Just as like a guide on how to world build like magic punk or aetherpunk or whatever it is you want to call it. I think it's interesting conceptually. I think it being setting or system agnostic is, I mean, seems kind of redundant. Like, you either pick a system and design for that system, or you make a new system. Generally speaking, if you're just making like, unless you're explicitly writing a setting that is system agnostic, in which case go right ahead and do that. I don't know what like the sell rate on stuff like that is. I hope it's high, because that kind of work takes a long time. But yeah, I don't know. Well, either way, I need to stop there. I only really got one power done today, but I knew it was like the big power that takes a lot of work, and I did also end up kind of developing a class feature as well. So, you know, that's how it be. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how this is going. I think we probably still have several more weeks of work on this, and I may end up taking a little bit of a break to do something else, just because, you know, working on this back to back. Or if anything, I might try and stream more. It's just at the moment that I'm like super swamped with stuff, just constantly. I just started a new project today. My old one, Van Richten's Pocketbook to Ravenloft. It's a big old Ravenloft supplement. It's fucking huge. It is like 80 pages. You get 5 domains, you get 2 subclasses, you get a lineage, you get to be a lichen. It's just like, you get to be a werewolf in a way that doesn't fucking suck like it does in the monster manual. Because don't fucking use those rules, it's just not fun. It sucks. But yeah, you can be a lichen, which is good, which is good fun. Yeah, there's 2 different subclasses, one for ranger and one for barbarian. The ranger one they're both super weird mechanically, and I love them. They're super jank. As a ranger, you can the accursed ranger curses people and gives them affliction dice that they can either spend to reduce rolls that they make, or if they don't spend it, they take damage. The barbarian, on the other hand, every time someone rolls to hit you, you get to roll a d20, and if you roll a 20, they just miss you, just outright. And then you get more benefits on top of that. Every attack has like an extra separate roll that you personally get to make. There's a d20 here. This is my AFR d20 from the other day. Basically, imagine like if Bayonetta was a barbarian, and she, you know, like going into witch time is you rolling that 19 or the 20. That's what the subclass is, and it's super cool. They're both weird as hell, but I love them. They're wonderful. And then you get five new dread domains as well, and they were lovingly and painstakingly crafted. It turned into a real passion project. That is, I'm super happy that's coming out. Or no, I say next week. This week comes out this week. Probably on Thursday. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so hope folks have enjoyed themselves. I will, hopefully see you guys at some point later on this week. So yeah.